Oh, look at that. Oh man, I'm biting right there with her. Our Real Deal and Real Estate Pros are back to share advice and give special offers for future homeowners. If you're thinking about home ownership, you can call one of those and these experts, Josh Green, who is the president of Eastern Title and Settlement, Chong Yi, the senior mortgage banker at Apex Home Loans, and Ann Colleen, she's an agent with Washington Fine Properties. Thank you so much for coming in again, all y'all. Now, Ann, you're new here, right?
I am.
So we'll get your take on this, but we're going to start out with Josh this time. You're going to talk to me about closing, all right? How do we do this smoothly? How do you make it easy for us?
I'm still trying to figure that out after 8 years. I don't think they ever go smoothly sometimes.
Wow.
You know, one of the things we talked about one of the last episodes was bringing a wire instead of certified funds. And, you know, a lot of people still to this day think that certified funds are good funds. Well, in our industry, they're not. You know, we require a wire for anything over $2,000 because of all the fraud. Because now they're making fake certified funds and they don't really clear the accounts until at least 3 days after they're deposited, which, you know, if you bring a $200,000 certified fund and it doesn't clear, I'm in a little bit of trouble.
Right. I don't know that, and luckily you can direct me towards that, right?
So, you know, we try to make sure that all our clients know that.
Good. I like negotiating when I come to settlement. Is that good?
You know, and the last
Josh has a story.
in the last 2 weeks, I've had people show up to settlement about 45 minutes early because they just did their walkthrough and they wanted to negotiate. I mean, and you're a real estate agent. You know that's not supposed to happen,
No,
right?
do not negotiate at the settlement table.
That's all got to be taken care of beforehand. That's why
Exactly.
you're settling, you're signing papers, and it's done.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all we're doing. We're not here to help you negotiate. We're not here to get in the middle. Whatever the issue is at your walkthrough. I mean, that house had mushrooms supposedly growing in the roof.
Nice.
Wow.
You
So
gotta
then
take
they
care of
went
that.
back to the house 45 minutes away, found out that there weren't mushrooms, and then they came back and settled. So, you know, before you come to us, make sure all that's ironed out with your agent, your home inspector, and the seller.
Or they could have made it a commercial loan and they could have opened up a mushroom place or at least something like a burger place with mushrooms. Good, that's awesome. Bring ID and all that stuff too. Chong, let's go to you.
Sure.
Get us the money. How do we get that money?
Well, before you do that,
Yes.
I want you to know, if it makes you feel any better,
Yes.
I wasn't invited to the museum opening either.
See, there you go. I have a brother here. We'll go Saturday.
We could crash. I have the greatest job because I get to bring the money to the table.
Right.
I get to make sure that I can fulfill your dreams of owning a home. But in order to do that, there's certain steps we need to do in advance to make sure that we have a smooth process. So if it's done properly, if you're pre-approved properly, a lot of the vetting of your loan is done in advance. So we're going to look at your income documentation and make sure that your payment's okay. We're going to make sure that we review all your asset documentation because we got to make sure you have enough funds for the down payment and closing. And then lastly, we want to check your credit. And it's not just to check your credit score because that's important, but it's really because we want to act as an assistant or someone to advocate for debt management. So we want to make sure that the payment that you have is going to fall in line with your overall financial goals.
Yeah, Chong and Ann will tell you pre-approval is so important. It makes things so easy. If you run around looking for a house without pre-approval, you're really spinning your wheels. And
Right.
let's talk about getting a home. How are you going to find the right one for us?
Well, we're talking about actually getting it to closing.
Right.
Right. And
That's
so,
true.
right. So we got a couple of major things that you got to worry about. One is to call the utilities and the cable company and make sure that you've got that lined up and it's in service at the time of settlement. A lot of times people get to the house and they don't have any power. They forgot to do it.
You know, I've done that.
Yeah, I believe
and
it.
it was cold. It was cold in there and dark, and I'm in blanket, wrapped up in blankets. Like, why didn't I think about this?
Yeah.
And why didn't you tell me? Because
Yeah.
you weren't my realtor.
There you go.
Now
There
you
go.
are.
Thank you.
There you go.
Call your insurance agent and get your property insurance lined up to protect your new asset. Talk to Josh, your title attorney, about title insurance. You're going to want to talk about protecting that equity in your house. And then the last piece, which we kind of alluded to already, was the final walkthrough, which is really important. If you get to the house, you want to check and make sure any repairs were done at the time of the inspection, the sellers have done them properly. And if they haven't, you don't want to bring it to the settlement table. You really want it hashed out in the final walkthrough.
Right.
And then you get to settlement, the money is there, sign the papers and get the keys, and you get to
That just
enjoy your
makes it
beautiful
so
new house.
Easy. Good for you guys. That's awesome. And it doesn't stop there, does it? No.
No.
No
Because
way.
we have a special offer, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, fall is a great time to buy a new home. So our Real Deal Pros have a special offer for you. If you go to therealdealdmv.com, you can take advantage of a deal that includes free appraisal, a free home warranty, a $500 towards a home purchase. And again, that's therealdealdmv.com. Or you can call them at 240-422-8871. Thanks so much for coming on, y'all.
Thanks.
Thanks so
Good.
much.
Yeah,